Welcome to I Love It Custom, where we do custom embroidery designs. Don't forget, today I will be hooping a embroidery a Letterman jacket. And with this Letterman jacket, I will hide all the stitches. When you turn the jacket inside out, you will see no stitches, you will see none of that. And the company where I get my Letterman jacket from is Augusta Sports. I will leave it down below in the description. Please follow, subscribe to I Love It Custom. Stay tuned, we got so much more for you. All right, we're gonna be working on this Letterman jacket. With this Letterman jacket, it's gonna be done so perfect that you're gonna be surprised. A lot of people don't go the extra mile to research the jacket, but we do. And one of the reasons why we like this jacket is because, one, it's heavy. It's a real Letterman jacket. It doesn't feel like that type of Letterman jacket that you get from, not Amazon and everything else. You get what you pay for. Okay, so with this jacket, it's heavy. The buttons are on there real good. And it's a Holloway brand varsity jacket. It's thick, heavy, once again. And it doesn't flimms up when you feel it. It's not that vinyl leather. So what I'm gonna do, I will be doing a left chest, put a name and establish here. A big design back here, and we're gonna make it happen. So the material that I will use, I have my roll. I love using the black stabilizer. It's thick, 3.0. I get it from the deal thread. And sometimes Amazon sell these at a good price. Okay, that's that. I have a thread from the deal. And last but not least, I keep it in here. I will be using the black bobbin. Matter of fact, I really don't have to use black bobbin because it will be in. But for for content, I will use black. And the black bobbin also from Lithia thread. If you can see it, there we go. What else I need to break down? Bing, bing, bing. I ain't gonna cut the video. I'm just gonna break it on over here. And watch me hoop. I put my thread through the, use the thread. I need to add the thread colors that I want to use into the machine. And what I like to do, try to see what color I used before. I had blue on this one, so I'm gonna put blue back over here. And I like the tie knot. A good tight knot, one more. Fat fingers. That's number 9. I think this black was right here. If you can see, I'm just scraping it out a little bit. There we go. Y'all just work with me. It's something, I'm getting into the YouTube channel. I watch a lot of people do their work, and I say, you know what? Why watch when I can teach too? I like to do 3 knots. I see other people do 2. The reason why I do 3, once you pull it through, it breaks off at the bottom. and then you still gotta put it in there. So let me bypass that. All right, this one had white on it earlier. And you know, there's different things I do different than a lot of people. I oil my machine before I leave. So I don't have to oil it the next day. I'm just trying to figure out, have a flow system. I'm gonna use the other blue right here. And when I take it off, I usually just wrap it right back around. This is how I can tell if somebody else came and took the thread off, because I'm consistent. I always wrap it around and put it back up there. Yes, I'm telling somebody who also be in the shop. Nikki. If you don't know who Nikki is my other half, my wife, my best friend. And we into this business together. She have her department, I have mine. That's why I call myself the doctor of embroidery. So I just put it in the middle, so it'll be easy for me to pull it. All right, so number 11. You lift up number 11, go through the thread. Okay, what I can tell is right now, number 11 needle thread was wrapped around the needle, so it's good for me just not to do that. That method what I'm gonna do. If a needle wrap around, if the thread wrap around the needle, it mess up the stitches. It mess up the stitches, and what I mean by mess up the stitches, if you look at your embroidery shirt or anything, and you see like loops in the embroidery, that means the needle was wrapped around and it was pulling. So you made more tension than you really need. All right, 11, 9. So this is gonna be a perfect one. Perfect. White, I mean blue. I need to go black, which is number 2. See, number black was wrapped around. So black was wrapped around the needle as well. If I have another one, I would try to zoom in so it show you. All right, that could be a topic that, you know, I speak about on my next video. And number 3. Number 3 is perfect. Hold on 1 second. All embroidery people, please get you a vacuum so you won't have thread all over the floor. Big investment, one of the best investments I made for my embroidery. I used to cut the thread. I'd be walking around, see thread all on the floor. So that would help me out with, you know, with what I do. But what I will do that I didn't do yet, no, I did do it before I left the last time I was here. I'm gonna do it now. for this hoop bobbing session. You oil it. And you make sure it hangs just a good, like an inch off from when the thread hangs off of it. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stabilizer. Once I cut the stabilizer, y'all gonna watch how I stabilize it. Cut the stabilizer, I'm gonna use two thick pieces, probably about 17 by 17. I'm gonna cut it and fold it in half, so I'm gonna have 2 pieces of that. Once I have 2 pieces of that, I'm gonna show you how I put it in the jacket. And once I put it in the jacket, I'm gonna show you how I hoop the jacket. And once I hoop the jacket, you're gonna see how I found my center of the jacket. Because most time when you hoop this type of jacket, the logo or the design most time what I've been seeing people when they hoop the jacket, the design be the design be looking good, and then next thing you know, the design be like right here, but you still got all of this up here to use. So what I'm going to do is show you how I get it up here and have it come just about in this area. And this is just my center. This is how we find it, okay? So first thing first, I like to eyeball a lot of stuff. All right, so I'm gonna grab my hoop so you can see how big it is. And plus, your boy is good. Okay, so you want this part to hang off. You want this much, lever. You want this much hanging. And so if I did hoop it and I had this much hanging, anytime it's stitching, you'll get it and your jacket, it just be flimsy. You don't want this flimsy at all. As tight as it will be, that's how tight the design gonna look. So you want the design to be perfect. You want the design to be tight and crisp. So it won't move. It will not move, but just as a protection measure that I like to use, adhesive. I get this from Walmart. I use this all the time when I want to layer a bit design down. You don't have to put too much. So it's now one piece. Okay, there's one good piece, and you really just need it right here because the design gonna be inside here. The design gonna be right inside here. Okay. There we go. As time goes, y'all gonna see them get better with this YouTube, moving the camera. I'm gonna have my other camera up sooner or later. Just bear with your boy. Video 1, remember that. Wait till about a year from now, y'all gonna be like, that boy is the man. And once I use something, I like to put it right back so it's not in my way. So we got this ready. We have the hoop ready. Now we just gotta get the jacket ready. And you're gonna see why I like using this type of jacket, okay? opening the jacket up, when you open the jacket up, the Holloway from Augusta Sport, they have this lever, this zipper. And the zipper start somewhere around here. There we go. It's zipper here. A lot of people buy this jacket and never paid attention to it. You have a zipper. So it's made for embroidery. You see, this material is thick and this is thick. And then when you put the stabilizer in there, it make it even more thicker, okay? So I'm pushing the top all the way, pushing the stabilizer to the neck part where the crease at. And flatten it. Once it's flat, once it's nice and flat, what I tend to do is look at it, and anything that's hanging off, I just leave it. Sometimes I use to spray the spray on it, let it stick, but once you get in there and you fold that in good, it's not going nowhere. And with the Mighty Hoop, this is one of my biggest Mighty Hoop. I forgot to tell you what it was. This is the Mighty Hoop. And with a Mighty Hoop, you have to, with this one, this is 17.25 by 16.625. And with my machine, I had to order the L-shaped frames, so it make it wider than normal. But I break down to you in another video all the hoops and what they do. So I know my design finna go in upside down. So since my design gonna go in upside down, with a Mighty Hoop, this tail right here must be facing outward. If not, that's how you get hoop burns. Do you ever see a square around where your design was at? Because you have a hoop burn. And there's so many different ways to take it out. Me, to avoid it, just hoop it the right way. Remember, dick going that way. And plus, the smooth side is on the outside. The matte side is rough. Rough edges need to go on top of the stabilizer. And it's something I do. Once I put it in there, I close the jacket up. And flip it. All right, so it is centered the right way because the jacket edge here, I hope you can see this jacket part right here, the jacket, you can feel the ridges. And I feel the ridges here, okay? Now, the question is it lined up square? And which it is, it's not. So there we go, now it's square. So now I got to turn this upside down. So the fork need to face me because when I put it in the hoop, in the embroidery machine, it going in that way, okay? stand it up, I want to make sure it's centered. All right, so it's 2 inches, or an inch to the left. So I'm going to correct that real quick. So I'm going to stand it right here, and so you can look at it. All right, so now, when I was telling you about the L shape, these are the L shape that goes for this hoop, okay? So I'm going to take the original L shape, regular arms off. You gotta have an Allen key. Don't run away, come on in, come on in. I'm bringing it down so you can see it. Eye level. So right here, I'm gonna take this whole bar off. And it's simple. This frame 1, which is the left side. I should say the right side. Frame 2. Now this is the left side. And these are how the screws look. Okay. With these screws, they have a safety lock where if you tighten it too hard, this will break off, but this stem will still be in there. So you got to take it out by hand. Because some people, I guess, they over tighten it and then forget to take it out or whatever. I don't know. I have a thread here that wraps around the needle. I know I said earlier, if I see one, I'm going to show it to you. I hope I can focus real good on it. They all hand tight. Now they're going to be fastened real tight with the Allen key. When we first got this, I would tighten these things like I would tighten lug nuts on a car. So what I'm going to do, let me just take a picture of it so this could be like a thumbnail for my next video. Number 5. Okay, so now this on that good. It's centered. And I'm going to basically pull everything down. I like to pull everything down when I do it. Don't ask me why. I don't like nothing loose. So, if you at this part of the video, go ahead and give me thumbs up, share, subscribe. We'll do that. Subscribe. 1, 2. If you have any questions, if you know about embroidery, if I did something wrong or whatever, leave it in the comments. Everybody do different things different. Ain't perfect. Some of the things I'm going to use for the embroidery, I will be using the threads that I would have to use. I use Madeira thread, and the colors are different colors. When people say blue, I say with blue. They don't know, so they come over, they look at my color chart, and there was her 2 blues, black, white. So this is the Letterman jacket. With this Letterman jacket, it would be stitched on here. And when you open it up, you're gonna still see this smooth, delicate side. No stitches will be shown on this, okay? So stay tuned, we got you. And what I'm doing, I'm just helping the machine to read what colors and where they at. I'm picking the hoop size that I'm using. And I'm centering it. And that's it. I just uploaded this going on the back of a jacket. That jacket, blue and white, that's their brand. And that's what they rocking. When I say customized, personalized, this is what I'm talking about. Custom, personalized things. We do fraternities, sororities, colleges, HBCU, PWI. We do them all. So don't think we discriminate. Oh, I forgot to show you. So remember I told you I had to put it in upside down, the hoop. So let me flip this upside down. Why do that? And flipping upside down. Okay. So since it's upside down, now you see it. Now we're gonna come to the embroidery machine. I will be editing this video so much. And if I don't, then I just don't. see that snap? That means both sides snap in real good. I just want to make sure nothing rubbing on the machine, or the machine not rubbing on none other part of the garment. Then I'm going to trace it. Let me see, I think I can go up some. And I can. Remember, I want it to come all the way up here. The more it can come up, the better it'll be. And this is where the time lapse began. Now that we are back, you can see how the jacket was embroidered, nice and neat, crisp, and you can hear all that. Now, I already cut some of the loose thread off. I see I have one right here. It's in the white. There we go. Now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the hoop, and you can see. And this come out nice and neatly. This out, we're gonna leave this top part. Let me back this up so we can see what we're working with. So now I'm gonna turn the inside out. And you recall what I told you when I spoke to you about the inside of the jacket. Okay. On the inside of the jacket, the stitches here. You can see on the inside. I can leave this piece here, which I'm not. I'm just going to cut this piece off. Because I try to use all of the stabilizer. If you remember from my previous video, you hold it like this, let gravity hold it down, and you're able to cut. Now, you wonder how I'm going to do this up here, and I'm going to show you how. This part right here, I do not use the mighty hoop. I do this freehand, and since I'm gonna do this freehand, what size jacket this is? It's a medium. I have a logo going to go right here. That should fit perfect. I would think about using the 7x7, but I'm not going to use it. But let me see if this thick enough. Nah, if I fold it, will it work? Now you're getting raw video from me. I'm not going to edit. Whatever I do, you see, and it's the real deal Holyfield. So that's how it's gonna look on the once I hoop it. Okay. Now what I do is I open up the jacket. I find the front of it. Once I find the front part of the jacket, remember this part gonna be, the design gonna be upside down. So I'm gonna point this inside the jacket, facing the neck or the shoulder blade of the jacket. 1 second. Hey, what's up? You here? Hello? I'm coming. I'll be right back. Let me go grab my wifey. Okay, I am back. So, all right, so I'm back. I'm hooping it. I just put the hoop in. Gotta make sure all angles, areas are filled up on it. So this right here, the design should be close to right here. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. This is the YouTube channel.
What's going on now?
E, the logo, E and K. It's just where it's going across. Let that sit for a second.
You think that's good or it's too far to the right?
No, I think it's too far down. Perfect. So while I'm doing this, we got that going. I'm finna change. Hold on.
Oh, it's not showing your face.
Okay. Too far. That's why I didn't find me a camera woman. Oh, I got one. How you doing, baby?
All right.
All right. Now you're here when you're ready for me to go. You can stop it because at this moment, I have it hoop. And while I have it hoop, I'm gonna go ahead and change the arms. Y'all recall when I did the arms when I had it extended? Now I'm gonna put the arms back to normal for the Mighty Hoop 5x5 hoop. This is the Mighty Hoop 5x5 hoop, Mighty Hoop. And with the Mighty Hoop, it's a magnet. So you have to be careful. It snap on your hand like this. Here go a prime example. The Mighty Hoop. You gotta be careful with it. Dangerous. That should be good anyway. That's my Allen key that I'll be using. Once again, take the screws off. Gotta be careful.
Well, you never look at what you're doing when you're doing stuff. I noticed that before.
Mm-hmm.
You never look at what you're doing when you're doing things.
I know.
You be like this. I always observe it. You be like this. Like, just look at it.
I can't look at it. You still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I am.
I know. I noticed. I be laughing at it every time and see if you do it every time.
Because my hands, little do you know, my hands is my eyes.
Has anyone else ever told you that?
Yeah, I heard it a lot. My hands is my
Who's what they said?
Like, I'll never look, pay attention.
Yeah.
I just look, yeah, I know we got it. Yeah.
Look at it. Look what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Look at it. Just try it.
What?
You be like this.
I am the doctor, okay? It's called Doctor Embroidery. I got good hands. You're the professor.
That's what I'm telling you what to do. Look.
Why do I need to look if I got
Just look and try it. Try it.
If I look, I feel like
Try it. Let's try it.
Okay. I'm looking.
See? Don't you?
See, I just,
Don't you put your eyeballs over here. Look at it.
okay. If only you know what I was looking at.
What you looking at?
I was looking at the purple thread out of the corner of my eye. All right, so y'all remember, right? These right here, the bolts, they couldn't be too tight. If you tighten them too tight, the screw will break. So you don't want to tighten too tight, but it's tight enough that my hand can't, loosen it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check my bobbin. I need a new bobbin put in here. And we all know what color bobbin I like to use. The black. It's funny because when I learned how to do this, my wife taught me how to do this, but she showed it to me one time. And when she showed it to me, I act like I didn't care. But in the back of my head, I'm like, that's easy. All right, back to the TV. You ever seen the movie Drumline when Nick Cannon just looked out of his side of his eye and watched how the dude played the drum? He just looked and called it in his head. That's how I remember stuff. I kept it like that. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and hoop this on here. But with the way I'm going to hoop it, I have to turn it around So it could be upside down. And when I upload the design, I have to flip the design so it can be facing that way because the jacket is facing that way. And this is a heavy jacket, so I don't want to put too much stress on the machine. So that's why I'll open it up. I didn't want to have it closed and bring more weight to it. Yeah, I heard that second, right? You want to hear 2 snaps, left side, right side. You heard it? So when we push in, snap 1, snap 2, it's in there. It's not going nowhere. Yes, I did check the bobbin. I'm just making sure everything good. While I just sit and wait.
Move that crayon box from back there.
It's not a crayon box.
I don't know. It's always gonna be called a crayon box for me.
All right. So what you could do, follow me, cause I'm gonna go over here. All right. So what we're gonna do, finna go over here. Y'all gonna see me upload the file to Design Pro Shop. Once I upload it, I'm gonna change the colors, make it look good, and then we're gonna send it over here so it can be done. All right, so it's recording.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody, now that we're done with this design, I'm gonna go to my Design Shop Pro software, and once I go to this software, we're gonna bring in the simple. I call it simple design. I believe it's 2 colors, blue and white. Would you like to insert? I'll talk to myself, don't worry about it. Back up, document, download. Yeah, something simple. 5x5 hoop.
What size is it? Make sure it's big enough.
Yeah, don't worry.
For that big jacket.
Yeah, it's big.
That's maxed out.
Huh?
It's maxed out as big as it can get.
Yeah.
How tall?
2.
Put it on 100%. You know me. I don't want it to be small on that big jacket. Put it on 100% at the bottom.
Is that 100% round?
Okay.
I can make it
You
taller.
could probably make it a little bigger.
Hmm?
You could probably make it a little bigger. This stuff right here.
Center it. Perfect. All right, so the green gonna be white. We're gonna change that, and we're gonna change the red to blue. Nikki, that blue in the middle. What number it is?
Hold on.
Oh, I think it's 1842 or 1566.
This one right here?
Yes,
It's 1566.
I'm good with my numbers. Okay. I'm going to save it. Save as. I'm not sure why it's moving slow. The thing was moving fast. It's been a long day. I had that small business with Now I'm gonna open up in the Bravo software. I'll open that up, the Melco software, and I'm gonna bring in the design that we just saved. And the reason I like using this software more than Racoma, Bay, Happy, all that, you can see what you're working with from this screen instead of using a Tetris machine, I call it. It looks like I'm looking at Tetris. All right, what is it?
Atari?
Atari, yeah. Now you see the words, everything look good. I'm gonna put in the right color, which is blue and white. Save it, flip it. We're flipping the design. So remember I said I put it in upside down. And they say it's 12,211 stitches. So roughly it should take 15 strong minutes without no thread break. If it had thread break, it should take like 18 minutes. I got the speed at 850, but I'm gonna bring the speed up because there's no real skinny lines. So I'm gonna put it at the max, 1100 speed. So it's like a minute for every 1,000 stitch. And follow me. We're gonna trace. So we're gonna hit the box. Can you see this?
Hold on, let me see.
All right, so with the Melco, we have a panel. If I was to teach you, everybody have a cell phone, I would, give these numbers to you until you get used to it. But right now, we're just gonna do a trace, 9 and 1. And in this trace, we making sure that it's not touching the frame, nowhere. It's a red light. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the red light?
Yeah.
With that red light, watch it. It didn't touch nothing. It did not touch the frame. It let us know where the stitch is gonna be. Okay?
The design's flipped.
Say it again.
The design is flipped.
Slope.
Flip.
Yes.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do. All right, so right now, what we're gonna do, it's gonna be real simple. We're going to time lapse.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Now that this design is done, it look clean, crisp, and ready for the client. So I just took that part off. Gotta go in. I don't have to cut nothing. Gotta go back and zip it up. Nice clean embroidery look. Something nice and simple for the client. Nothing too major. Open it up. Hey, remember I told you, you will not see not one thread for this project. But a lot of work. Okay. Welcome to our Love It Custom. We did it. Another project done.